You know, traveling can be very stressful. At the end of the day, we're all tired. I love to travel, and I, for one, I still get tired when I'm doing a lot of traveling. But I'd like to share just a few tips to help make your travel experience better, especially if you're staying in corporate accommodations. Hi, Anna Scheller here with Capri Temporary Housing, here with a few tips about how to make your housing experience while you're away from home a little less stressful. The first thing I recommend that you do is to establish a regular routine in your corporate apartment. What does that look like? Well, it's things that you do that you will do on a regular basis that help to trigger and tell your brain when it's time to work, when it's time to play, and also when it's time to go to sleep. Your brain takes cues based on your responses and on the actions that you take so that it knows when it needs to relax and when it needs to get busy. If you're strict with these routines, you will find that you will sleep better because your brain's going to know when it's time to go to sleep based on the routine you establish. What kinds of routines could they be? Well, it could be that first thing in the morning when you wake up, the first thing you do is you go start your coffee. That's a signal to your brain. It's time to wake up. It works for me. And then maybe at lunchtime, you think, well, it's time for me to work out. So you build a routine to go ahead and get that workout in. Finally, when it's nighttime, maybe you turn the lights down low. You turn off the TV, maybe do some reading or journaling. These are all clues that help your brain know it's time to go to bed. The second recommendation that I have for you is to get a sleep mask, some kind of scent that helps you trigger your mind for sleep, and white noise. Now, a sleep mask can seem pretty obvious, right? You need to cut down on the light pollution because it is a scientific truth that light tends to keep us awake. Having lived in Alaska, you would think that darkness would be tough, but actually not having any light, we had to build routines. We had to find ways to control the light pollution in our home so that our bodies would realize it was time to go to sleep. Crazy, I know. Now, the other thing is that I talked about scent. So there are essential oils that you can buy. Get a candle. Just make sure that it's okay for you to have a candle in your apartment. Usually you can't in a hotel, but in an apartment, if you're careful, you can. Something that has a scent associated with sleep. There are lots of scents associated with sleep. My favorite, of course, is lavender, lavender with chamomile, lavender with vanilla. Any of those will work, but you can use that scent, and scent has a very strong way of triggering memories. So if you have a scent that's associated with falling asleep, I would use that scent. When it comes to white noise, get a very specific white noise, again, that your brain associates with sleep. And why is that important? Because when your brain hears that, it's going to automatically tell you that it's time to go to bed. Think about when you were a kid, maybe you went camping, and hearing the crickets at night when the sun was going down and maybe there was a campfire, that was signaling you that it was time to go to sleep. Well, you can find a specific white noise that works for you that will help you go to sleep when you need it. Now, another way to reduce stress when you're traveling is to bring some kind of familiar art that you can have with you. Something that's important to you, something that reminds you of home, or something that can help you de-stress. Personalizing the space really helps to reduce the stress that you experience when you're traveling, and even if you're in a home-like place like a Capri apartment. So, whether you're traveling out of the country or just across the state, these tips can help transform your travel experience into something less stressful and something you can enjoy more as you plan for it. Thanks for watching this video. And if you want more content like this, then go ahead and click that little bell and subscribe to our channel so that you get notified whenever we have new content.